You have to get rich alone, and there's no other thing you can say about it. Especially as a day trader, you do not need to tell anybody that you started day trading. Day trading is a one-on-one thing between you and yourself. There's nobody else who can come in and make your day trading any better, who can come in and fix your own psychology, because it's your brain. It's all up to you to figure out what you're going to do and how you're going to react to the market each and every day. You alone make the decisions to change your life. Nobody else does. Yes, I understand there can be, you know, like there's power to strength in numbers. I don't doubt that. There's Discord groups, there's group calls and all that. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to you. Are you going to put in the work? Are you going to do what it takes to be successful? Because nobody else is going to come. Everybody's worried about themselves, even if they're your best friend. At the end of the day, everybody's looking out for the one themselves, and you have to do that too, because nobody's going to come into your business, as they say. Nobody's going to come into your business and just fix up your business, not for free. Nobody's going to want to just look out for you, be your right hand man forever. At the end of the day, you have to put in the work, because if somebody else, imagine you're trying to start a business yourself, and you're trying to help somebody else grow their business, as you don't even know how to grow your own business. You cannot rely on somebody else to do that for you when you wouldn't do that for somebody else. Okay? It takes a certain level of courage to not tell everyone else what you're trying to do, because you don't want to be lonely. It's cool to start day trading and be like telling your friends, oh, I started day trading, I'm gonna be rich in a few months. They're not gonna understand. I promise you. Tell your parents, tell your parents right now that you want to be a day trader and not go to college and not get a job. They're gonna laugh in your face, and anyone you tell is just going to laugh at you, and it's going to hurt your feelings. I promise you. I felt it multiple times. I made that mistake. Even I was told not to do that multiple times. I watch TJR's videos. I watch everybody's videos. They say, don't tell anyone. I told my parents. I told my friends, and my friends were like, oh, what are you gonna do with your life? You're gonna be a day trader? Yeah, I do want to be a day trader. I do want to have my own business. I don't want to go to college. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to work for somebody else the rest of my life. And people just don't have the mindset to understand that, to see that there's more to life than working 9 to 5, 40 hours a week, 2 weeks of vacation a year for the rest of their life. That's all they can see. That's all they see is reasonable, is to work hard, live the American dream, and half of those people are going to be living paycheck to paycheck, and that's just the reality of it. And so you have to figure out how to be okay with being alone, being by yourself, and working hard on your own business, before, and get the results. Once you start getting the results don't lie. The numbers don't lie. Everybody can understand when you have 10K a month flowing in. How are they going to argue with 10K a month that you're making literally off your computer in the morning? Like, how can you argue with that? But be okay with being alone, grinding by yourself, and not telling anyone else about it. Imagine you go ghost. You graduate high school, you go ghost for a few years, and you come back with a Lamborghini, and you post on your Instagram with that Lamborghini. Everybody's wondering, oh, how did he do this? That's what you need to do. That's the level of mysteriousness you need to have. Not because you want to make it to show off to other people, but because whenever you don't have the results, people are not going to understand. And no, it's not about impressing others, but whenever you're already right here, you're at a certain point, and trading's not working out, and you're not making any money from anything else, and everything looks confusing. Any little bit of criticism is going to hurt you. Any little criticism is going to make you think, oh, I need to take a trade today. I have to take a trade today, or I'm not going to be able to prove to these people that I can make money on my own. So it's only gonna mess with your psychology and make you even worse. Okay? And you have to think every day I want to get up and work hard so I can make it myself, so I can, improve my own life, not to impress others, not to show off to my ex-girlfriend or anybody who laughed at me, but to do it for yourself and do it alone, grind alone, help out your own family. Because nobody, at the end of the day, nobody got me up at 6 a.m. When I was 16, 15 years old, I started. Now I'm 18. I started at 15 years old, right before I turned 16. Nobody got me up in the middle of the summer at 6 a.m. to go to the gym. Nobody did. But that's what I knew. I had to be disciplined enough to get up in the morning and do what was right and go to the gym, grind my ass off. And right after that, I started learning TJR's videos. I was watching TJR's videos during work. I would go to work with with my dad, and I would be watching the videos at any chance I could, taking notes. Yes, I haven't become profitable yet, but the lessons I've learned by just being myself and not worrying about what everyone else has to think, and not talking about like, oh, I just hit this trade today, telling all my friends about it, telling my parents about it, because I'm not making any money. I haven't even had one payout yet, but my goal is to be able to show everyone else later, if need be, that what is possible, because I'm doing it alone now, so later I can do it however I need to. Okay, whenever I'm 25 years old making 50K a month from trading, nobody can come up to me and tell me, oh, you don't know what you're doing, oh, day trading doesn't work, oh, you're not going to be able to make money off social media, off business, or off whatever, because I'm going to have the proof to show everyone already. Okay, so be comfortable being alone, grinding your ass off every single day without everyone else's approval, because you don't need approval from somebody else who has, their dreams are down here, but you wouldn't be all the way up here. Okay, don't take advice from somebody you don't want to be like. I'm not going to take advice from some random working at the McDonald's drive-thru that he's going to tell me, oh, day trading doesn't work, day trading is a scam. So many people in my comments, whenever I make like a random success video and it's not about day trading, people are like, you're not going to be able to be a millionaire. I'm going to start drop shipping to escape the matrix. I'm going to become a day trader. Yeah, and everybody's laughing. Everybody can keep laughing, because they're not going to be laughing at me whenever I'm making 100K a month. They're not. It's not going to be funny. Nothing is going to be funny at that time. The average person cannot comprehend making money off your phone, making money from business, sitting back and having cash flow coming in. The average person believes you have to work and work and work till you die to barely scrape by. And that was a bar. But they genuinely believe that. They genuinely believe that if you don't work, if you don't basically be a blue collar guy and work your ass off forever and ever and ever and be old and decrepit, then you're not sustaining the environment. You just want to be one of those rich billionaires who takes money from everyone else. It's not my responsibility to keep the environment afloat or the economy afloat. I'm gonna be rich for myself, and I'm gonna do what I can to support myself, to support my family every single day. So every day I'm gonna grind. Every day I'm gonna stay disciplined on and off the charts. I'm gonna stick to what I know and do it for myself, and do it silently, grind quietly, so I don't have to try to explain myself to others. I can just be confident in what I know myself and not stress myself out trying to get approval from other people, and just chill and grind each day, get 1% better. And as those little days stack up, I'm gonna make it to the top one day. So anyways, thank y'all for watching. Hopefully y'all found some inspiration in this and learned that it is okay to grind alone and not have to be all outward about it. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. I will see y'all in the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe. See y'all.